Now we're going to put the first derivative, the second derivative, and the function all on the same graph and put it together. So let's just take a look at this. Well, what do we have? The blue one is the cubic function. The red one is the derivative. And the green one is the second derivative, the graph of the second derivative. There's a cubic, quadratic, and linear. Okay, now we're going to play sort of a bit of a game. You should do it yourself and make sure you really understand it. Go through all of these points, and if you don't get it, watch this video. If you get it and it all makes sense, you don't need to watch the video. But here we go. F of x is increasing and f prime of x is above the x-axis. Does that make sense? Oh, there it's increasing. You see, oh, decreasing and increasing. Look, the red one's above the x-axis when the blue one's going up, when the gradient is positive. But when it's decreasing, f prime of x is below the x-axis. But when it's stationary here and here, those are zeros. That's when f prime of x is 0. Well, that makes sense. But f of x is concave up when f double prime of x is above the x-axis, the green one, or f double prime of x is above and f of x is increasing. Ooh, that's interesting. You notice that all this here, when the quadratic derivative is increasing, that means that the second derivative is positive. Ooh, that's increasing makes that positive. That was a little bit of thinking. I had to think right there. And it's the opposite when it's decreasing. When it's decreasing here on this side, it's all decreasing here. That's where it goes negative. And the last one to look at, when f of x has a concavity change, the second derivative cuts the x-axis, and f prime of x has a turning point. So this one will have it'll be an x-intercept, but the parabola will be a turning point. F prime of x will equal, f prime of x will have its rate of change right there will be 0. Well, that makes sense because the derivative of the derivative is 0 there. Ooh, that's quite a bit of thinking. But if you've caught all that, you're going to be able to do the hard questions.